Wet evening here at Richmond Raceway. We did have some wet tires in order to have a race. Hello, everyone. Trey Lyle from Frontstretch.com with our post-race conversation, joined by Michael Massie and Adam Cheek. Gentlemen, history was made tonight. Denny Hamlin wins the Toyota Owners 400 at his home track at Richmond, but we seen the wet weather tires in a points-paying race in an oval here tonight. What did you think of them, Michael?
I thought they were awesome. That was the best 30 laps of the whole race. You saw comers and goers, and you saw some tire wear, and I wish they could have ran those the rest of the race.
You got a lot of drivers' reactions. You got Elliott Sawyer's reaction in your article for Frontstretch.com. What did they talk about?
Well, Elton Sawyer first said he thinks it was a huge success, and I am 100% in agreement. I loved it, too. I thought it was awesome. The fact that, it was raining, it was still misting a little bit, and the fact that we were like, let's put these tires on, let's go. That was awesome. I'm so happy. We saw a little bit of history here tonight, and I think that was awesome.
Yeah, two more storylines. Well, we thought the storyline of the race was going to be in stage 2, where they called a caution that wasn't a caution, and that ultimately killed the split strategies. You had basically either splitting the stage or making the stage into thirds. You had Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace on the split stage. It actually looked like they were going to win that stage, according to their crew chiefs at least. It would be Larson 1, Bubba 2, but ultimately that gets killed by I guess, Kyle Busch hitting the wall. But ultimately the storyline coming out of this race is at the end, also involving Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson. Bubba Wallace seems to nudge slightly, completely accidental, with 2 laps to go, right there, as we're recording this on the front stretch, and Larson spins a little bit down there, doesn't hit the wall. Let's talk about the two parts of this. First, Bubba and Larson. Larson ends up with a third-place finish. Bubba finishes 12th, right? 12th or 13th? 13th, because 2311 has a bad pit stop. Surprise. So, Massey, my question is, have you seen the guy, anyone gets spun out by someone, and the guy that caused the wreck ends up with the worst finish?
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I looked at the leaderboard, and I was like, how is Larson still up there? Where's Bubba? And I was just so confused until I went back and saw what happened. Larson and Bubba said it was an accident, and he said that it was like instant karma, pretty much. That like the sport gives you karma fast, because he comes down pit road right after wrecking Larson and has that happen. But yeah, it put Larson back in contention somehow, and put him actually in the picture at the end of the race to where he could get someone mad at him. So just a whole string of madness.
Yeah,
you up there with that.
Yeah, madness. The man who's mad the most after this race is Martin Truex Jr. Massey writes about him in his post-race. That's coming to frontstretch.com. But I'll ask you first, Adam. Late restart. Denny Hamlin's pit crew wins the race off. And lightning fast stop. Maybe the best the crew's ever done, but ultimately Truex mad for 2 reasons at 2 people. Mad at Denny because he thinks he jumps the restart, and then now Larson raced him. Just talk about the night for Truex, the dominant car, but ultimately falls up short, actually finishes 4th.
Dude, Truex has to just hate everything right now. Because the way this race is going, the top 4 were Logano, Truex, Hamlin, and Larson. It feels like those 4 guys have had Richmond on lock since 2019 when Truex swept the 2 races here. Truex, I feel like, has probably expected to win here more often since he dominated those 2 races. And tonight felt like his night. The first time a race has really felt like his since, Dover of last year when he dominated. So, that team meeting is going to be a lot of fun on Monday. I think Truex showed what he can do tonight, that he still got it when people were probably doubting him quite a bit after the past year and a half, 2 years of not really being there, limping through the playoffs last year and all that. But, man, that's a heartbreaker.
Well,
such a heartbreaker for him.
Well, more post-race reaction. These 2 guys will do stock car scoop. Massey will have more reaction about Truex, his thoughts as well. But we got to wrap up here at Richmond. It's time for us to go home. Happy Easter, everyone. That will wrap up our coverage here at Richmond Raceway. Next week, we head to the Paperclip, staying in the great Commonwealth of Virginia. We head to Martinsville, and of course, you can get that coverage all week and previewing the race. Frontstretch.com. Also right here at youtube.com/frontstretch. Thanks so much for our coverage all weekend.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.